Hi, my name's Jacob. I've chosen to do the presentation question on geographical segmentation, and I hope you enjoy it. The question states that I work for a business consultancy company and have recommended geographical segmentation as a part of the marketing strategy for this business. The client is unaware of this concept, so it is my role to explain this to them, outlining the benefits. The presentation objective I wish to achieve will start by outlining what agricultural business is. Then, provide an understanding of what segmentation and the role it plays. Next, I will aim to provide an understanding of geographical segmentation and also explain the link between geographic and demographic segmentation with a concept called geodemographics. Then finally, explain the concepts with relevant application to the agricultural business. Alright, agricultural business. The first state in the creative process is called immersion. This is applicable because of the thorough knowledge that is needed to develop a marketing strategy. Immersion is the research aspect of the creative process, whereby you develop a deep understanding for the business model of your client. Agriculture is the cultivation of both crops, animals, and a term coined to explain the process of developing, harvesting, marketing, and selling of farming produce. Segmentation. Segmentation is the division of a market into meaningful groups that are identifiable by categorical trends. A market segment is a subgroup of people or organization within a market sharing one or more characteristics that cause them to have similar needs. This is expressed by the concept homogeneous preferences, where people's interests in products are dictated by certain trends. There are four main categories of segmentation: geographic, market division into geographic units; demographic, indicators such as age, gender, weight, socioeconomic status, ethnicity, and occupation; psychographics, illustrated by intrinsic interests expressed through hobbies and study categories; and behavioural, the trends in people's behaviour. These segments allow insight into consumer behaviour and make market trends easier to predict. This, in turn, means marketing strategies may be developed with more relevance to target the consumer base. Alright, onto geographic segmentation. Geographic segmentation is the process where marketers are categorised into different geographical units. These units can be represented in location, suburbs, cities and countries, population density, the concentration of the population in these areas, and market size, the amount of competitors/consumers in the area and size of these other business entities. And client, areas of the tropics, wetlands and deserts. With geographic segmentation, it allows you to develop a marketing strategy with geographical bias so that you can target the variables of these different geographical markets. Philip Coulter conducted a study in 1983 that illustrated in America, people of the West preferred their coffee with a higher caffeine concentration than that of the people on the East Coast. This prompted Maxwell Foods, the corporation, to develop differing product plans for the marketing strategy, with the West Coast having higher caffeine content. Gunter and Furham produced coinciding evidence to this, stating that purchasing behaviour is influenced by the geographical location of a market. Alright, now on to geodemographics. Market segmentation possesses concepts that overlap and produce coinciding trends that are reflective of more than one form of segmentation. A concept that references these trends is known as geodemographics, which honours the coexisting relationship between demographics and geographics. The combination of these two forms of segmentation allows for greater knowledge and prediction of consumer behaviour. Observable demographic traits that are relevant to geodemographic segmentation are socioeconomic traits, which is evident when investigating suburb areas. These areas significantly differ in the economic security of the residents, altering their purchasing behaviour. An example of this is the difference between Toorak and Footscray, the comparison of an affluent area against one stereotyped as an underclass. Occupation. Different geographical locations reside with different occupation that have residents. Towns that border mining establishments will often be home to large concentrations of the mine workers, altering the consumption trends of that area. Age. Family-based suburbs illustrate different purchasing behaviour than densely populated city areas. This is due to their different demographic of age. Some have families and some more densely populated areas are formed to young professionals. Ethnicity. Different cultures consume at different rates. Many foreign cultures that reside in communities within Australia are often more conservative with their consumption and also consume different products. Gender concentration. Gender concentration is the geographical location that's influenced by the gender ratio of the population. In Perth, the ratio of women to men reflects a female-dominant population with 2 to 1. Alright, now on to the agricultural relevance of it. As this presentation aims to address the role of segmentation and emphasize its importance to an agricultural client, it is prevalent to perform a business application of this theoretical component just analysed. Geographical segmentation can be used to aim your promotion at a heavily populated area. These densely populated areas allow for greater contact with your consumer base. If the agricultural products are marketed in high-traffic cities, we can contact more people and apply the first step of buyer decision making in need recognition. Climate plays a very relevant role in advertising. This is due to the fact that different climates promote different consumption of foods. Evidence of this is observable in reference to pineapples that are more present in tropical areas. The market size is essential to consider. This determines your competition and scale of advertising. If you are a locally focused agricultural business in a small town, you are not likely to need billboards, but can market yourself as a locally owned business against bigger corporations. The location of this market is important as well. These locations alter the language of the market, the slang used, and often the social norms. Now to the geodemographic applications that are represented through the marketing of a product as a high quality or prestigious product in affluent areas with a higher socioeconomic population, targeting your product at a population that reflects the ethnic orientation to that food. If you produce pork as your major export, then it's not likely you'd want to advertise in a Muslim population. Family-orientated suburbs are more likely to consume healthier foods. Fresh produce companies are more likely to persuade purchase in suburbs rather than a city setting. As mentioned before, gender ratios can differ with location. Perth population being majority females make it less likely for state companies to excel because of their consumer base being men. In conclusion, agriculture is the production and produce of meats, livestock, and fresh produce. Segmentation is the subdivision of a market into meaningful groups for target market purposes. Geographic segmentation is the process where markets are categorized into different geographical units. Geodemographics is the link between geographic and demographic segmentation, and both geographic and geodemographic segments are applicable to an agricultural business. Thanks for listening. Any questions? No? No one? Alright, thank you.